So I decided to re-record this video because apparently YouTube likes to hide information and give you the incorrect information for why a video has been rejected, account suspension, all that stuff. So let's just go over this fiasco, hopefully for the third and last time. Now, this is a re-recording of my GoogleTube Says My Feminist video was spam, scams, and commercially deceptive content. I basically got a little bit more information, and I wanted to actually show you all that information. Nonetheless, I decided to re-record the video. So as you can see, we are in the video manager. And ironically, here we have this, a community strike. Now, this ultimately came about when I tried to upload a video that exceeded the length of 15 minutes. Because of this community strike, I cannot do live events, obviously, and of course, I can't record videos that exceed 15-minute time length. Now, ironically, the YouTube community flagged one or more of your videos as inappropriate. So this iterates that for a few things. Number one, that it was people who saw the video, disagreed with it, and decided to flag it for false accusations. And that's what this comes down to. When you read it, it says misleading description, tags, titles, or thumbnails. Well, the description basically described what I was going to talk about in the video, and the description also linked to the source of where I got this information. Obviously, the title, as you can see right here, Feminists mocked for moral panic over game trailers. Let's fucking quickly show you this shit, alright? Look at that. Searching exactly what my video title is, it brings you to this article, which is where I got the information. So obviously my title is not deceptive. I'm talking about exactly what this article is mentioning and giving my own thoughts and opinions on what both Anita Sarkeesian and this Joshua guy tweeted. I then also give examples of the so-called gamers that were mocking them and basically proving that they weren't mocking them at all. Now, the irony from this that I wanted to show you from the video manager is when you click this rejected content link, it takes you to this. It then says that it found a violation in their terms of service. Now, here is their terms of service. Now, the irony from this is if you actually go to the actual video, in this case, you can find it on my Google Plus page, and you click the play button, it says this video has been removed as a violation of YouTube's policy against spam, scams, and commercially deceptive content. Now, if you actually go to their terms of service, let's try to find the word scam. The word scam is nowhere in there. How about spam? Is the word spam in there? The word spam is nowhere in there. And ironically, commercially deceptive content is also not found in here. So I actually had to do some research when I found out what this video said. So I basically wrote down this spam, scams, and commercially deceptive content, and I stuck it in YouTube help. And it brought up this fucking page. So why is it that the video manager couldn't link to this page? This is what the video itself is claiming it was removed for. Spam, scams, and commercially deceptive content. So this is where that rejected inappropriate link should have linked to. But it didn't. It basically said that there was something wrong in the terms of service, but the terms of service don't even mention spam, scams, or commercially deceptive content. So here it is right here, GoogleTube, not even giving me the correct information so that I can actually appropriately counterclaim the strike on the community guidelines. Not to mention, when I was filling out the community strike guide, the counterclaim for it, it had a character limit. So I couldn't even fully explain where they messed up and how their system is completely screwed up within of itself. Because they said it was rejected for inappropriateness, but it wasn't. The video clearly states it was rejected for spam, deceptive practices, etc., etc., etc. Now, the irony from this is anyone who remembers the account that was suspended for, I don't know, maybe 18 hours or so, and it was suspended for, and I quote, spam, scams, and commercially deceptive content. Does that sound familiar? This video. So this video is the very cause of why the channel had been suspended in the first place. Now, I got an email from them, and here it is. Thank you for your account suspension appeal. We have decided to keep your account suspended based on our community guidelines and terms of service. But once again, their terms of service have nothing to do with what the video is being labeled as being removed for. So obviously I did a counterclaim. I was like, there's something wrong here that doesn't make any sense. We have re-reviewed the circumstances, which would be this video that caused the account to be suspended in the first place. And they're then going to say that they basically found nothing wrong, your account has been reinstated. Well, if you researched the circumstances, you would know that this video was the cause of the account being suspended. And because the account was suspended for the same reason that this video was flagged for, when you reactivated the account, you should have removed the community strike within of itself, because if you found that it was unjust or unwarranted, then that means the community strike was also unjust and unwarranted. You can't sit here and say that the account itself did not violate the community guidelines, but this one video did. That doesn't make any sense. Not to mention, I've already explained how this just doesn't make any sense. All right, my description obviously described the contents of the video. The tags describe my channel and any previous name that I have used for the channel, the content that I talk about on the channel, and of course, tags that are based around the actual content of the video itself. So the tags themselves describe the channel, the content of the channel overall, and of course, the content of that particular video. So clearly that's not deceptive within of itself. The title, which they claim was also deceptive, obviously I already showed you how it's not deceptive because it's clearly stating what I'm talking about in the video. They also lay claim that the thumbnail was misleading and deceptive, but this is the thumbnail, which iteratively just had text on it describing what I was going to talk about in said video. So why is it that, number one, that GoogleTube is going to give me incorrect information so that I, as a content creator, can properly fight the accusation created by other people who disagreed with the content of the video? And this comes about to, where is the accountability for people that falsely flag videos simply based on the premise that they disagree or have a different opinion? Because here, look at this. This is the video. As we all know, Google Plus keeps a record of every comment. The only people that have commented are subscribers. So these people that falsely flagged the video itself didn't even actually comment. Didn't give a reasoning of to why they disagreed with it, other than the fact they disagreed with it, so they're going to get the video removed. There needs to be accountability. If YouTube is going to make money off of content creators, whether those content creators make money for Google or not is irrelevant. They are offering, yes, a free service, but they're also making money off of content creators. Therefore, there needs to be real people that actually deal with copyright strikes, community guideline strikes, account suspensions, not some bot. When I send an email using their form for an account suspension or any other issue, it should not be a bot that looks to see if the account is suspended. A real person should look at that to be able to read it, because guess what? I could not find any information to how I could get a hold of them to further fight this. So I just went back to the form for the account suspension. I was given an automated email from a bot, because obviously computers it doesn't take that long. They get an email claiming that the account is suspended. All the program has to do is look to see if the account is suspended. It isn't suspended, so it auto-generates an email back. I got this email literally within 5 minutes, maybe even less than that, after I had resent them a claim explaining that my account is not fully activated after this account suspension. And the very reason the account was suspended for, the circumstances, comes back to this one fucking video. And again, if the suspension was unwarranted, then that means the community guideline strike is also unwarranted. You know what, Google? You need to get your fucking shit together, because it's only a matter of time. It's irrelevant how much fucking money you have, whatever the case may be. It's irrelevant that you basically bought the rights to YouTube and fucked it in the ass with an iron fist. You're more worried about making money and what people can do for you rather than how can you actually improve the service for people that make money for you. And it's only a matter of time before you piss off the wrong person or people that may have money to start their own version of YouTube. And all they have to do is do all of the stuff YouTube used to do without all the negative shit. And it doesn't matter how much money you have, you're either going to have to change or you're just going to vanish. You're going to become MySpace, basically. All you need is, literally, that's what needs to happen. MySpace. Everyone remembers MySpace, right? Nobody really uses MySpace. I don't even really use MySpace that much. Because when Facebook came, Facebook replaced MySpace. So I'm going to tell you right here, right now, GoogleTube, you need to get your shit together. Because all you need is something like Facebook to show up in relation to YouTube. And you're just going to become the next MySpace.